Arcades the strategist is not a strategist. Welcome to Commander Slander, the only show where we put your premier commander on a pedestal and knock him the hell down.
You're ugly, you're disgusting, I'm gonna kill you, give me $200.
We're going to be systematically disassembling your favorite commander in 3 steps. Step number 1, the lore. You see, Arcades the strategist is the son of the Dragon, which means he's brothers with Bolas and Ugin the Spirit Dragon, making Arcades kind of the Waluigi of the dragon universe. Eventually, Bolas goes off to go leave Dominaria, which means Arcades takes over his army and whatever, who cares? He has a good time until he gets summoned by Shrek and then is one-shot like the Ender Dragon by some planeswalker who doesn't even have a card in the game. You suck. Strategist? I think not. Step 2, mechanics. You see, Arcades the strategist is the wall guy. You ask him in any conference what his thoughts or opinions are on the ongoing conflict, wall. You see, they call him the strategist in the same way that if you threw a brick at Sun Tzu, he would write the art of wall. Because Arcades the strategist says, hey, does a card have defender? Play it. That's the strategy, baby. He watched a lot of Attack on Titan growing up and thought the wall needs more screen time than the Titans. I mean, just look at his text. Whenever a creature with defender enters under your control, draw a card. We're getting a lot of walls and no cost draw. Call this guy a Freemason, am I right? Because he's building walls and he's getting stuff for free, whatever. Arcades the strategist also was inspired by watching the Incredibles movie, specifically the scene where he gets hit by the big black walls from the big black wall. You know what I'm saying? Because look at him. Defender, who cares? Get it out of here. Stuff can attack as though it doesn't have defender, and it does damage equal to its toughness instead. Wow, what a society we live in where walls can fight back. Anyway, Wall of Denial, hey, guess what? It draws a card when it enters, and it's an 8/8, and it flies, by the way, for 3 mana. Wow, balanced cards, society. Also, look at some classic walls here. Brick, Great Wall of China, Berlin Wall, Wonder Wall by Oasis, Wallace and Gromit, Walter White. But now let's look at some classic wall cards. We got Pride of the Whole Clade. This card is 11 mana, but really it's basically free because it's reduced by the total toughness, and you're going to be very tough. It's also a 15/15 with our commander, basically, and it draws you a more billion cards. Busted. The only thing is, it's hard to justify having a card called the Pride in a deck where you're going to consistently be doing the I'm going to build a wall meme all the time, and no one's ever done that joke. But that's what I'm saying. The Arcades players are going to be doing that. But speaking of presidents, we got Hoover Barrier. 3 mana, guess what? It's a 6/6, and it flies. And it draws you a card. Congratulations, everybody. We did it. We finally power crept Colossal Dreadmaw. We did it. We can go home to our loving families and kiss our wives and hug our children. Wall of Junk, 2 mana, 7/7. Congratulations, everybody. We did it. We power crept Colossal Dreadmaw. All right. Walls of Bossing say, for the low price of 2 more mana than a Colossal Dreadmaw, you get a 30/30 and everything gets indestructible. That's fun. Sun Tzu, eat your heart out. All right. Arcades the strategist. He reminds you that he's green all the time because guess what? Vine Trellis, it's defender, but it adds mana. Sylvan Carrion, it's defender, add mana. Defender, add defender mana. Axebane Guardian, defender mana. Rampart Archetype, walls die, basic lands. That's a lot of ramp. It makes sense. Anyway, they say Rome was not built in a day. Well, it's a good thing this ain't Rome. Or even for this matter, Reem, which is what would have happened if Remus killed Romulus. Anyway, Ramus Ekar, Ancient Shield, is Tolkienese, aka Elvish, for cool wall. And what does it do? It does more wall things. You cast your second wall, you get a second wall. And you draw a card, and you draw 2 cards. And then your walls get exalted. It's a lot. We live in a society. Colfinger's Urn, 3 mana. When stuff dies, you can exile it and then bring it back. It's protection in the same way that Donald Trump thinks Lake Michigan is protection. If you don't get it, Google it. It's horrible. Anyway. Plagon Lure of the Beach. Although his art looks like it's an anime beach episode filler, it is cool because it's redundancy for our commander, and guess what? You draw more billion cards. Classic. Step 3, though, the players. Now, who should play Arcades? If you're thinking it's a quirked up white boy who's got a Donald Trump impression he wants to do every single game, you should not play Arcades. Because if you are one of the sick freaks who plays this guy, you probably played Pokemon Shield, you shield freak. When Arcades is on the battlefield, there is no defender in Ba Sing Se. The only walls that exist are the emotional ones that you've put up as a way to keep yourself safe. You want to be independent, but it breaks your heart to see the graph that says you'll spend less time with your family as a result. You keep those walls up around your partner because you're afraid if you finally let yourself be who you are and take those walls down, your partner won't like you for who you really are. So instead of letting your loved ones in and telling them that you're struggling, you're playing Arcades. Which I admit, it is kind of sick. I mean, just look at Colossus of Akros. 8 mana for a 10/10 indestructible that you can make into a 20/20 with indestructible and trample. That's baller. Wall of Stolen Identity, 4 mana. Copy something on their battlefield, tap it down, and you can swing with it to get the combat triggers because it doesn't have defender. Baller. Corrupted Shapeshifter, 4 mana, comes in as a 0/12 or whatever else you want it to be. I like this card. Very janky. Necropolis, 5 mana, 0/1, but for 0, you can exile something from your graveyard and put X +0/+1 counters on Necropolis. So this thing can just scale late game. You just exile your Shapeshifters, Wall of Stolen Identities, etc. Suddenly this thing's like an 8/8. You put the Colossus under, it's even bigger. Awesome. Traproot Kami, green mana, has defender. Its toughness is equal to the number of forests in play, and it can block flyers. That means if your homie has a mono green deck, this thing is absolutely huge, and it can attack with our commander. Baller. Maybe not as bad as I thought. So instead, you should maybe talk about Toughness Matters, because Toughness Matters is a good archetype. We got Felithar Steadfast, Betor Kin to All from the Precon. They're really good. You do the same thing. You attack with your big butt. It's fun, and it does cool stuff. There's also, of course, if you're a baller, you can play Baldin, Century Herdmaster. 6 mana, guess what? 100 target creatures get stronger. That's baller as hell. It just says 100 target creature. That's sick as hell. Also, if you're evil, you can run Phoenix, God of Deception instead. 5 mana, but now you mill, equal to your toughness, which is more of a moral victory, I suppose. You sick freak. Or if you're a coward, you can just play Arcades and then run stuff like Meekstone, which means everybody else's stuff doesn't untap, but most of your stuff will untap. Or Tetsuko Umazawa Fugitive, which means your walls basically won't be blocked, and then you'll do like 8 damage. It's annoying. Or Shield Sphere, a 0 mana 6/6. Yeah. You're dead to me. Anyway, in conclusion, I gotta say Arcades the Strategist is a good jank pile. You got a lot of defenders burning a hole in your pocket, make a deck. I don't care. But if you're gonna play this guy, 3 out of 5, because he does the thing, which is defenders, and that's basically his thing. There's no setup required. You just play him and play walls, and then swing your walls at people, and that's it. But that's why he's all reliable. You know, if you got walls and you want to do wall thing, this guy's a pretty good option. And it's kind of fun because it's like a combat version, and green, white, blue doesn't really do a lot of combat, so it's kind of fun. But also cringe. Yeah, that's the end of the video though. So if you liked it, hey, leave a like. If you subscribe it, hey, subscribe. Also, guess what? If you want to comment your commander for the next Slander, do that for the engagement. Love that. Also, I got a Patreon link down below. Hey, guess what? I roast commander decks, I build commander decks, and I review commander decks on my stream, Quips&Guac, on Twitch. Please follow me or else. Also, buy my playmats. They look beautiful in real life, and they're really nice. And I got a Discord. You should join it. It's fun and free and cool. All right. See you in the next one. Peace out. Fuck ice.